Right, hello everybody. I'm going to do a little journal, okay, because I thought, well, we done that the other day and I want to use it, and I'm using all leftovers from last year, you know, because I've got all this that I done last year. Some of the tags are going to be, you know, too big, but we could cut them down, that go with the Winter's Tale kit, and I thought, well, this is going to actually do brilliantly with the Winter's Tale kit, so I'm going to use that. And I've got popcorn box, not a cereal not a cereal box, but it's a popcorn box. My kids like popcorn, so I've cut them down. What have I cut this down to? Oh, and I'm printing out some more pages because I haven't got any little elements. So I'm printing the TN version for this because I know they're smaller. What did I cut mine down to? Just out of interest. 5.5. And by 4. And I've got near enough 1 3/4. Yeah, 1 3/4 spine. So I thought, ideal. And I've already cut the pages, some of the pages down anyway, and all bits and pieces that I haven't, not everything, but I've just got a whole group, went through everything that's just been, you know, in there. And some, no kit pages in that. Okay, what I will do though, while I'm doing the cover, is just tea stain these a bit. Okay, to make them look a bit old. So any that need tea staining that I haven't done, I will do that now, like those. No, that could go in there actually, folded up. Yep, I'm going to use that, but that's tea stained, so that's all right. Any that look a bit white, there's one there. So I should go ahead and tea stain those and that. Those two things there. I think that's it. All the rest have been done, so ideal. Oh, and those. I'm going to cover it with that sticky back burlap. Yeah, so that's just enough because I don't mind all the edges raggy, so that'll be perfect. That's just perfect. So that's going on there, and I think, you know, that with that, it's going to look nice. So that's what I'm going to do. So join me on my process. I'll see you in a minute. Right, first thing I'm going to do is just sand them down a bit, because I am actually going to stick them back to back, so I always find just sanding helps, especially if you're not going to stitch. I'm going to stitch mine, so I don't worry too much. And then some Tyvek on the spine, in between the two. Do that quite a bit because the Tyvek's going here, and I'll make sure it doesn't wrinkle up. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to stick some there. Glue, glue, glue. It's upside down, so that's nice and ready for me. I do want to make sure this is glued down properly, so let's craft her in our glues, eh? The vein of our life. I must admit, since I've got this one though, I haven't had a lot of problem. There's a log there. You can actually use those on pockets. You can stain them up and use them on pockets, and actually it's quite nice when you put a heat gun on them. Get some crazy results. Okay. Make sure that's well stuck down. And I'm stitching mine as well, so I'm not too worried. Yep, you always get that. Okay, you have to trim off after. It's because the top one has to go further. All right, so once it's stuck down, you have to trim up a little bit. I'm covering mine anyway, so no idea what that is. Right, and because I'm the jute is only just fitting. All right, I can't fold it over or anything. I'm inking up the edges. All right, so if it is visible, it's inked up underneath. All right, and I'm going to use ground espresso. Okay, and just make sure that's all done there. I'll do this. I don't know why, but I don't need to because I'm covering the whole thing. But I tend to do it because I always do it, just in case I don't. There we go. That's the inside. I think I'm going to gesso that. You don't have to if you don't want to, if you're going to cover the whole thing, but I just want to protect some off. Do my wandering bit. Alright, gesso. Use my this is my acrylic one. Okay, that I sometimes use. Just that it's that's the one I usually use at home, well, in the house. So, and it's been open a while, so I thought I'd better use it up really. And should have done that first really, but I forgot. Husby. I call him Mr. Artie Mays now. That's all your fault. Mr. Artie Mays is in his shed. beavering away. Okay, that's all dry. So I'm going to redo this. I'm going to do this bit here as well, just in case I don't put anything on the inside. I'm not sure. So, and just around the outside, because there's definitely some paper or something there. Right, I like to bend it a little bit. I got Tyvek on, so I'm not worried about that at all, but I'll just make sure I get in there and there. Okay. This is going to be covered anyway. And go right the way around to check. There's nothing white showing anywhere. Okay. Front. My gosh, I'm spoilt this, aren't I? Sticky backed. Very spoilt. And this was a gift if this is your first video you're watching of mine. And yeah, but the lovely Shelley. Thank you very much, Shelley. And so it comes from America. That's all I can say. and it's going on there. Right, okay, am I over a little bit yet? Because I'd rather trim down after. Oh. What a treat. Absolute treat. Oh, and I love all this, so yeah, brilliant. Okay, what I tend to do is start off one edge, okay, things like this, and I fold it back like that, okay, and I'll get this just placed where I want it. Yeah, don't mind that there. Just make sure it all fits. Lovely. What a dream, eh? Okay, just easing that so it's not pulling anywhere. Looks like that's going to be fine. I'm not sure whether to sew through that sticky stuff though, to be honest. But I will give it a go because my machine is very, very old. Okay, and I paid £20 for it. A car boot sale. The one that I use for paper and, you know, my old things. I'll take some of that off. That. Okay. I could go over there, but I'm not going to because I want it the same as that edge there. So and this is where the Tim Holtz scissors come in on their own because it doesn't stick to it. Got a special coating on them. All the sticky bits that you cut, it doesn't stick to the scissors. I'm going to keep that. I can use that. Okay. I'm going to leave that. I don't like it. So I might need a little bit of trim in there. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to sew round it first though, I think. Let's have a look. Maybe a little bit. Okay. I think that's going to make some nice pockets, don't you? I'm going to gesso that in a minute. That's nice. I'm not going to put this on now, but that's going to go on there, and I think that's going to have a string closure. And yeah, I'm liking that on there. Okay, I'll put that away. Okay, I just gessoed that, both sides. That was the relief side. Yeah, it's gessoed okay. Alright, and you can overstamp that and make pockets out of it, make a little, you know, envelope thing, anything. Alright, but that's a beautiful colour. And then you've got a nice inside as well there, like that. So I'm keeping those. I shall be using that through the journal somewhere. Right, on with this. So shall I'm going to go and see if I can now stitch this. Okay, but I'm not sure. It's quite thick now actually. But perhaps one with that would have been alright. But I know my Singer 99K, the vintage one, I go through it, so I'll be back in a minute. And had no trouble at all. It went through perfectly. Okay. Okay, so all the covers, you know, basically done. So what I do next for this sort of thing is I just get all my little pieces together, all my bits. So I've gone through, made sure these were all tea stains and everything. Quite grungy, but I love it. No problem there. And I've got that one as well. I could just cut that down a bit because I might use that. I've got more here if need be. Okay, because I want the thicker piece is the beginning of the journal. Okay, these are sort of not, I wouldn't say card, but it's a good, it's not thin scrapbooking paper and it's not card, so it's sort of in between weight, but it's quite substantial. Okay, so these, I've picked 3 of those. They are going to be the first beginning of my signature, so I leave them away out. Okay, because they will go round the whole signature. Do 3 signatures, I think. I got a little pile of oddments here, okay, that I put in through the journal. I've got some lined paper, so I've got 3 of those, scrapbooking paper and like a receipt thing. I've got some coffee stain paper here. I've only got 3 pieces or 4, something like that. Okay, because that's just what's lying around. I've got 3 book pages that's ready, because these were cut already, so that's fine. There, I've got envelopes folded up, say for pockets or tuck spots, anything like that, and they sort of fit in this size journal because they're the smaller envelopes. Yeah, and then I've got 2 tags that were lying around that might go in yet, depending. That one would have to be reinforced, okay, because that's perforated there. That's a layaway tag, so you can do that with washi tape. And then I've got 3 little bags. That's 2 glassine bags, and then this one here, which is fabulous. Right, need to just cut that off there. I'll do that now because I saw it. Most of the time I forget and have to do it once it's in the journal. So I'll just cut that. Okay, now we've got an opening. Alright, there we go. There's 3 of them. So what I will do, depending how big the journal is, let's have a look. I need the journal, sorry. Put that out of the way. Just check my size. Okay, so that I'm going to have this as my second page, and one of these will be my first page. All right, so everything's going to go in from there. So I know the size. Is that the same as well? It's slightly bigger, so let's have a look. So yeah, I'm going to trim that one down just a bit, and that can be my second page. I'm going to trim it down to there, I think. Make sure it's nice and square. What a good guess that was. Right, so I know these are my second pages. Okay, so everything is going to fit inside these. All right, this one I folded back, so I thought, oh, I'll make pockets and things like that. So I think I'll do it that way. That can go inside if I wanted and not outside. Let's see. Anyway, it's there and there. Right, so after that, because that's quite plain, because I'm having a decorative front, then that's a plain. So I'm going to have a decorative piece next. And I don't mind if they're smaller or anything like that. So I'm going to go, say, in there like that. Okay. And then I'll pick another plain page. I'll take one of these first. So look, yeah, because I need trimming down a bit. Okay. And then maybe a book page. There. I might have that on the outside there. These are going to go in the middle. I actually want a plain page and then the middle. Okay, yeah. And then that will go in there like that. How many? That's because I've got envelope to go in yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put envelope here for a pocket. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so I might work on 8 on that. So let's have a look at this. What we got already cut. That'll come from there. Right. Would like another bit of colour really somewhere. So how that looks on there. That could be okay. Let's say it's just putting a load of bits and pieces together and then we work from that. That'll be down there a bit. That just sits in there nicely. I do change them around. Nothing's ever the same with me. I like to make it sort of interesting. So quite fancy. That was. I do like to go smaller to bigger. Like that. That's okay. Right. So what have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the front page is 9. Okay, that's how I do it. Right, so I've got all these bits that we can use in the journal. So don't need any more in that because we've got the front pages to do. And I have got that one as well, which I love. And then I got a few of bits here for pockets and things. There. And I've got that one with the just out. Okay. Right, just cut the actual height off of this one a minute. What is my height? Can't remember. I put it back, did I? No. Where are you? Hiding. Here's your 3 signatures. And then I shall do this. Okay. And then cut that down. Actually, it's going to have to go inside because I don't like that. Go there. That's better. There we go. Alright, so just gotta, yeah, this one I would have liked to use it, but it's had to be for pockets, I think, because that's worked out brilliantly. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll just show you one, how I cut it down. I just mark it, okay, and then I cut inside the pencil line there. No. And then I'll do the other two off camera. So I go inside the pencil line. Just a little bit too much, sorry. Here we go. Just make sure that covers that actually. Back in there and stitched in, that's fine. Yeah, about a mil over, so that's brilliant. Okay, so you do the other two like that. I always leave that front bit till last, get everything in, and then I will make sure, or else sometime, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done it, and this is the front cover, you know, this piece that I want ends up shorter, you know, but then you just add a bit of lace. You can get over it. It's surprising what you could get over. Okay, well, I'll go and cut the others and then we'll be back. Okay, that's all been cut down. All right, and I always check to make sure it fits in nicely, and it does. Always looks so skinny, doesn't it? But it won't be by the time I finished. Okay, and now I do the inside, and I've chosen this sort of paper, quite a neutral paper actually. I quite like that. I'm going to make that a little bit darker in a minute. I quite fancy making that bit there, because I'm not covering this again anymore, because I think there's enough on there. So I will make that a bit darker. Sometimes I have to resort to paint if I need it darker. I'll have a look at this first. Give that a quick dry. Okay. Oh, yeah, so I've chosen that one, and it come from last year's paper pad that I bought. I did keep it, the cover, so I would know what it was. I keep them now. I try and keep them if I buy new ones, and then I keep them till they're all gone, and then I'll get rid. But that was the one I bought last year. Okay, I love it. I've got loads. I hardly used any, so I think I've got the small paper, the small one, 8x8 one as well. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to ink up the edges of this. Oh, I cut it down. It's about a quarter of an inch all the way round shorter. Okay, so you just get 1/8 of an inch each side, and I think that works well for me. Some people like less, some people like more, so it's really your preference. After all, it's a junk journal. And I guess do the edges here. I usually put a pocket on the inside, in the inside cover. So I most probably will be doing that. So this is just the base pages. Yeah, it's a bit wet actually. Never mind. Oh, finger marks. Never mind, that'll be covered. So I'm going to have a December daily. I've got that other journal, and then I've got this little one as well. So that's great. Yeah, we're going to be covering that anyway. So no worries. I'll just pick the front, which I think is best. Is that one, I think. And that's going to be stuck in there. Yep, that's perfect. Make sure you have the glue right to the edges if you can. Nice big finger mark. Luckily I'm putting a pocket on the inside. There we go. And then those will go in here. So I'll get my template ready. Alright. Because I'm going to do it when it's all put together. Because I'll be doing this sort of, I'm not going to totally finish it because I'm doing other things as well. So I'll be in and out of all my 3 journals that I've got. So I've got some, you know, the red and green type one, you know, sort of traditional. And then I've got the winter journal. So I'll be sort of, you know, doing videos, but they'll be in and out of them all. So bear with me. That's the way I'm going to work this year. Right, on with the template. If you've never seen me do this before, I cut it exactly the same size as the spine. Okay, and then because I've got 3 signatures, nice and easy. So in half. Okay, and then up to the line. You can draw the lines in if you prefer. There. Okay, so we've got equal space there, and we've got equal space there. Okay, so that's that way. So I should draw them in so you can see. Just make sure. I can't see them anyway. So. So there. There. And there. Okay, that's 3 lines. Then I find the centre, which is there. That's what I do as I go along, so you can see. So that's my centre. Then if you want that down here, you can, but I'm going to come in just about, oh, it's about 1/2 inch, I think, if I remember rightly. Sorry, I tend to visually do it. Through 3/4 of an inch. So I fold it over like that, because I want them up a bit to catch everything. Okay, like that. And then I'll fold back. Okay. And that will give me my marks there. Alright. Okay, and your holes are going to be in the middle of those. Okay, and when I do the middle signature, I just use that one. Okay, so let's make the holes in this. So you can use a bit of washi tape and tape it in if you want, which I will, so it doesn't move. Don't need to, but yeah, mark that as the top. And punch through all these. There we go. Let's take that off. Got a nice holes there. Perfect. And then we have to do these, which I'm going to do mine all together. So I'm just going to get my cradle. So just make sure they're all exactly where I want them. Yep, that's okay. That could do with coming up a bit. And you don't have to do them all together. You can put your template in now if you wanted. Just make sure that's at the top, and I just follow. I find the middle, okay, and put a bit of dot there, and then I line that up, okay. So that, say you found the dot, and then that would be perfect, okay. But I'm doing all mine together. So this is the second signature. Just checking through to make sure. That could do with moving up a bit. Push it all together. Put it down like that. Have I got another envelope? I'll just go and cut that one off. Okay. So my husband's sawing away there. Had to stop the video for a minute. So it's all straightened out. There we go. It's there. Okay. Need to find the middle really. That's 5. So about there. That's 2.5. You can eyeball it as well, but I'm gonna just put a little dot there. Okay. Make sure the top, because this is the top, is put there, and then I'll match that hole up with that one there, like so. Then I'll punch through all of them. And look how accurate that is. Okay, perfect. That's the first signature, second signature, and third. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I use a wax linen thread, and I do 3 times the length of the book, and plus a bit more. Okay, I'll show you one signature, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Okay, go to the middle. And I keep everything quite still. There we go. That was it. That's the beginning of the book. So let's put that in there. Sometimes it's hard to see the holes on this side. And leave a bit there. You see that one? Did I go there? Yeah, I did. Some people pin them all, but I don't. Not pin, but they use clips on them to keep them all together, but I don't. And up to the top, so from the bottom right up to the top, and then back through the middle. And that's your 3-stitch pamphlet. 3-stitch pamphlet stitch. It's quite a mouthful, actually. Now make sure you don't split the threads. That's the only thing you have to watch, okay? Because then you can't tighten it up if you do that. And if I do it, and I have done it, I just undo it. So, I mean, look, there's loads. I think I might have a bit more here. So I'm going to pull some out before I start. I want to dangle. I've got a bit enough to tie. Okay, and I put the needle so I've got one side and one the other, yeah? And then tighten up. And then a knot. I usually do left over right or right over left, and then vice versa. Okay, it's supposed to be called a surgeon's knot, but I just swap hands. There you go. And that's nice and tight in there. Okay. Right, go and do the other ones. These bits that, you know, sometimes I cut off, I tie bows with, I'll just do a double loop, just fingers and thumbs here, and they can be used. Let's get it quite a nice shape, pull tight. Okay, put it in your embellishment box. Got a little bow. No, I won't be able to get another one out of that. Okay. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, that's all stitched in. All right, it's there, and I've had a look to see how it looks, and I love it. And that's going to go sort of there. And then I thought, oh, what am I going to use for, you know, because I decide now whether I'm going to put something under there, like seam binding or something. And I found this hemp string. No idea where I got it from, mind. Okay, I've had it a long time. I think I bought it when I was jewellery making. Okay, but that is just a perfect match. And I thought that might look nice if it's underneath, and then I'll just tie it here. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'm going to try and use that as the closure. So, but I'm happy with that, but I'm not going to put it on until I finish the journal. Okay, so, because I don't mind if this gets a bit messy, you know, because I might even add some gesso on, which I expect I will, because that's a little bit too clean. And I think it'll look nice with that. Actually, I'm going to do that now. I shall put the gesso on now, I think. Yep, I'm liking that. Well, I just added a little bit more of this twig stuff behind him because he had a bit of a hole there, so I just filled it up with, just put a bit of glue down and then stuck that down in there. Okay. Right, let's put the gesso on. Let's open it out like that. Dry brush for this. Have I got a dry brush? I'll find one. And I'm going to use that thicker one that's around at the outside because I've watered that little bit down, so you can get a blob, and I just put it on here, and then I'll dab loads of it off. Okay, that's got a bit much there. So it sort of almost dries out, and then pick up on here, see, which is nice. Well, I certainly like that sticky back hessian. That made it very quick. I mean, we could most probably, you know, get a normal piece of hessian and use that double-sided sticky tape for the back and then cut it. I think that would work nicely. Certainly good when it's done for you. So, saves us doing it. Brilliant. That's the front. Okay. So, see, it's soaked in already, that. Perfect. I'm liking that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Put that back away. Right, so I'll leave this video here today. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and add gesso to some of the pages and do that sort of thing just to create a bit of texture going on. Okay, because that's what I want, because, you know, I'm not writing in this journal. I might add quotes and things like that about winter and, you know, just go from there really. But I need to go and add some texture through the journal. Oh, I love that paper. It's handmade paper, that one. Yeah. And we'll go from there. So, thank you very much for watching then, and I'll see you soon. Bye.